I don't know why I'm in such a good mood. I'm feeling myself. 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 What's up everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Shah Talks Tuesdays. And today's topic, as you can see by the title of this video, is should I give up on him? Now ladies, obviously this is addressing ladies, but some of the advice that I'm going to give today is relevant for men as well. By all means, let me just put this out there, I am not a relationship guru. This is just off of my own experience and just how I've kind of dealt with situations. I've got a few points to make. Let's get into it. First and foremost, yeah, can I just say, everyone's different. Everyone's going to be put in different situations within life, right? I really believe that the strongest people are put through the hardest trials. You learn a lot about yourself if you make it out of the other side. Let's just get into this video properly. My first point is, do not compromise your values. Now what I mean by that is, don't settle for less. This isn't really addressed to the people that are wanting to find that person. This is addressed to the person that's in a relationship. If you strongly believe in something and the other person, your partner, is not doing or responding in a certain way, this is where you have to consider whether you can compromise that or not. My next point is, I've learned this recently, no one is ready for a relationship. You see when people say, maybe you've said it yourself, I've said it myself, I don't think I'm ready for this relationship. You see that line there? When you deep it doesn't really make sense, because no one's ready for a relationship. Like I said before, every relationship is different, right? So you can go into a relationship with someone, cool, that could be all fine. They might have one issue, so you're like, okay, leave it. You go into another relationship, that person has a different issue. No one's ready for a relationship. No one knows what trials they're going to face in that relationship. No one's ready for a relationship. There's no like title that says I'm ready for a relationship. You know? Next one is, yeah, you weigh out the pros and cons of your relationship. You see, if you're ready to give up on him, if you clicked on this video, it's either you like to watch me or you really want to hear what I have to say about this. So weigh up your situation, weigh up the pros and weigh up the pros and weigh up the cons, yeah, and see whether it's worth staying in that relationship. If you're struggling to kind of come up with pros and there's just way more cons about the relationship, then it could be a sign that you need to change your relationship or change the person you're with. So the next point, if you can't, this annoys me, yeah, this annoys me, and I see it sometimes on social media, people say this, and it's so true. If you cannot see a future with that person that you're with, don't be with them. Don't waste your time, and do not waste the other person's time, because that's very selfish. And it's annoying and it gets to me, because if you do not see yourself with this person forever, and forever is a big word, you know, it's a commitment there. If you are not ready to commit to this person, this individual, this human being, then don't waste each other's time. Don't. You might be feeling them a bit, but if you cannot see yourself in their future, or you cannot see them in your future, you need to snip it, cut it, all of that. What's the next point? Alright, so within our relationships, right, this is what I found. Sometimes we pressure our partner without even knowing it. Sometimes we put a lot of pressure on each other, in fact. Release the pressure. You might want him to do something, he might want you to do something, and you're putting a lot of pressure on each other for that one person to change. You have to compromise a lot in relationships, and that's what it's mainly about, compromising. Because at the end of the day, you are two individuals, right? And you just happen to love each other, or you just happen to fall for each other. So you have to be willing to compromise. You have to be willing to work around certain things. It's not every day put stress on your partner. It's just not every day. Now, this next point is a very, 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 very important point. So listen up, talk. Yeah, that's it. And that should be the main point of this discussion, right? Is it a discussion if I'm having it with myself? I don't know. You guys are here with me anyways. Yeah, so talk. Communication is key. I don't know how many times I've heard that phrase in my lifetime, but I know it's a lot. Because it's true to every relationship, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a working relationship. It's relevant to every relationship and everything in life. If you do not communicate with your partner, how do you expect them to change? How do you expect them to understand where you are coming from? How do you expect them to know how you feel? Because ladies, a lot of us, yeah, we assume our partner knows how we feel just by looking at us. Do you see what I mean? And you're thinking about it, right? About the times that you've done that. And I bet it's a lot of times because I've done it myself. Listen, men have 1,000 things going on in their head. So you act in a certain way isn't necessarily telling them exactly how you feel. Tell each other how you feel. It's not every day be on our phones. It's not every day like this picture. Communicate. And that's what our generation is missing out on. A lot of communication. Yeah, everything is just online. Everything is just like this picture. Comment below. Where is the actual tool of using your voice box? Where is that skill? Because it's nowhere to be seen. Lacking. On to the next one. Talking about our generation, I read a statistic, right? I had to say that word in my head before I said it out loud. Only 60% of relationships work out these days. Now, do you know why that's not hard to believe? Because everyone around me that get into relationship, tutus now, they're not in it. Everyone, like I said, everyone's different. So maybe it could be legit reasons as to why you guys broke up, or you're just not feeling each other anymore. Fair enough, fair dues, you know what I mean? That's you guys. But there's some people that get into relationships for fun. You're actually deep society right now, understand what's going on. Even celebs that people look up to like these days, yeah, and I know it's hard to get away from celebs because they're everywhere, just in your face, but what I'm trying to say is these people, they get into relationships like it's nothing, and this is what people are aspiring to. Listen, I'm gonna say this once and once only: be your own goals, right? No, I'm gonna say it again. Be your own goals. I just feel so strongly about this because I feel like there's a lack of good role models these days for the younger generations, and this is why they're lost. Alright, my people, them. My next point is, if he's worth it and worth fighting for, then stay. Baby girls, stay. Because like I said, people are getting into relationships these days and it's not working out. Our parents, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them staying together, if it wasn't for them working out their situationships and stuff, right? Made that word up. But if they wasn't willing to work on the troubled times, work on the bad times, get through the bad times together, we wouldn't be here. Half of us would not be here. So these days people are just giving up like that. Giving up like that, you know, like you can just go to the shop and buy a relationship. So my next point is, my second to last point is, alright girls, ladies, we do this often, some of us anyways. So you're in this relationship, it might be going well, it might not be going well, whatever. You're starting to have doubts about your partner, you're starting to feel like he might cheat on you, right? You don't have any evidence, you just feel like, oh, this relationship's going too well, he might cheat on me. Listen, when I tell you this, let's put this in a reality type of form, right? So for example, there's two options here. So there's one, you're saying he might cheat on you, right? He might. So he hasn't done it, he might do it. So you're gonna leave, option number one. Option number two, you stay. And if he does cheat, what are you going to do? You're going to leave. Okay, you might have a few fights with whoever you cheat. Whatever, you're going to leave, right? So both options, the end result are the same, no? I think they are. You're gonna leave, either way. So why isn't it worth staying, taking that risk? If he does cheat, you leave, you bounce, you S out, you exit, bye. If he doesn't cheat, happy days, happy times, you guys are together forever. You feel where I'm coming from with this? Overthinking is a killer, so you can't let that control you. Your thoughts cannot control you. My last point, and this is gonna, I hope this is very clear to you guys, yeah? So if you have not been writing these notes down, make sure you get this one down, or make sure you have this planted in your head, right? My last and final point is to love yourself before you try and love anyone else. I know you've heard this before. If you haven't, come in. Let me tell you, let me talk to you a bit. Baby girl, it's the truth. If you cannot love yourself, you cannot love no one else. Let me say it again now. If you cannot love yourself, you cannot love anybody else. Alright? Let me break it down. Loving yourself. What's that? Waking up every day and being happy with the person you are. Loving everything about you. Yeah, you might have things that you want to change. Everyone does, right? So if you're willing to live with yourself, and if you're willing to, you know, love yourself, still be the person you are, when someone comes along, you're happy to love them. It's easier to love them. But you see, if you don't love yourself and love who you are, you wake up every day wanting to be someone else, live in someone else's shoes, you can't love someone else. I'm telling you this for free. Listen, I might have to start charging. It's impossible to. You might feel as if you love that person. You can't truly devote yourself to this person. You can't truly love this person if you can't love yourself. Now with that, people, I'm gonna leave you. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not. if you click the bell next to the subscription, you get updated as soon as my video comes out. That's VIP access. Click the like button down below, and I hope you enjoyed this Shah Talks Tuesdays, and I'll see you next time in my next video. Listen, I don't know where I'm going with this scarf yet, but ciao. I say, you know it's cold outside, you know, when it's cold inside. Who do I think I am? Bloody Batman. Waste the pressure. Do you get me? So listen up. Listen up, okay? Sorry, what? Oh my god.
I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling my